Vegas. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down, Thompson. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Thompson. Back to Renfrow again, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 61 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They run for it with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They hand this off to Harris, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time. As
the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's over the line and into the end zone from Patriots score. Pierre Strong, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are on the board first here in Vegas. Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area you're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a hold.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Christian Barmore. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Thompson. Wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Thompson now, 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 9 yards that time. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here's Thompson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mac Hollins the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Off play action, Thompson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you wanted to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 27. On the give, this is Harris. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he gets this to Thornton. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run with Strong. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Pierre Strong. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Thompson going to throw again on 2nd down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I want to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Thompson. Quickly a slant to Renfro. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Thompson will look to the air on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Sticking with Thompson here.
Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
3rd and long, Thompson.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we reach halftime. And
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote balls of the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one. And the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Harris running straight ahead. They find some open field here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Jones hit and the ball's out. When that ball popped free, we can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game. That's a chance to tighten up considerably.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, nice move. And he's got some space here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
55 rushing yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, here's Thompson.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Third and long, Thompson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Adrian Phillips.
And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This is Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Mack Wilson, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Thompson. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the Patriots 30-yard line.
2nd down. Here's Thompson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Thompson now.
It's caught here by Adams.
He's going to have the first down and then some.
Touchdown! Devontae Adams. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. As this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe
changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So now London down 21-13. A minute 47 on the clock. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Thompson's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Now Thompson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Here's Thompson.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Thompson, desperation time.
And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
Right side, Thornton with it.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Max Crosby, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Now Jones.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a bit of a strain.